Here's my preview to Baylor versus Oklahoma women's basketball game. I don't know, as of this filming, if Baylor's going to even play or not, because Baylor's had some COVID issues. And I don't know if they're going to be above the threshold or not. The game is going to happen on the 12th, which I would hope by then they would have had enough players to practice or something or get a game in. But we'll see, wait and see on that. And I will keep my eyes out on the news on this game if this game is not going to happen or not. Here's some key players for Oklahoma. Taylor Robertson, oh yeah, she's the best player by far. 19.1 points per game, 66 for 137 on threes, 46 for 49 on free throws, 4.6 rebounds per game, 0.9 fouls per game, 3.4 assists per game, 1.7 turnovers per game, 0.8 steals. Okay, I'm going to just say this right now. We don't know COVID issues on Oklahoma either. And I will also list the stats, scouting report them, and in the description below. So you can just click on the link and just see it during the game on those photos of it. Maddie Williams is another player. She's a 6-foot guard/forward, 18 senior, 18.4 points per game, 21 for 62 on threes, 49 for 63 on free throws, 8.4 rebounds per game, 2.4 assists per game, but does turn the ball over 3.6 times per turnovers per game, 1.3 steals. Skylar Vann is another player to keep an eye on. She's a 5'11" guard/forward, sophomore, 10.8 points per game, 14 for 49 on three-pointers, 13 for 18 on free throws, 7 rebounds per game, 1.7 fouls per game, 1.4 steals. Kelby Washington is a 5'6" guard that's a freshman, 10.5 points per game, 6'31" on threes, 35 for 43 on free throws, 4.4 assists per game, 3.5 turnovers per game, 1.6 steals. This guy's another player, 6'2" forward that's a junior, 5.9 points per game. 0 for 1 on threes, so she does not shoot threes. 21 for 28 on free throws, which is 75%. 5.3 rebounds per game, 3.1 fouls per game, 1.6 turnovers per game, 0.7 steals, 0.9 blocks. Okay, Nevaeh, Nevaeh Tot is a 5'2" guard that's a sophomore. Luckily for Oklahoma, most of their guards are below 6 feet, which is fortunate. Todd averages 5.5 points per game, 7 for 30 on threes, 18 for 26 on free throws, 2.6 rebounds per game, 3.1 assists per game, 1.4 steals. Candy Tucker is another player. She's a 5'10" guard. It's a junior, 4.8 points per game, 7 for 22 on three-pointers, 13 for 27 on free throws. Okay, some players that didn't play last game are like Nadia Lampkin, for whatever reason, Emma Svoboda, Svoboda, Kaylee Perkins, we know she didn't play last game. Breon White did not play last game. Gabby Gregory, she's been there a while, and she's been a good player for them, but she's only played in one game, or less than 4 games this year, or less, due to injury. She didn't play last game. Of course, Jordan Moser, which is Porter Moser's daughter, the Oklahoma men's basketball coach's daughter, is on that team. Oklahoma right now, I can tell you one thing. They like to score a bunch of points. They scored 82 on Kansas. And not only that, they have fought back from double-digit deficits in the past. And not only that, any type of deficit in general. They love to score the ball. So you got to slow down those top 2 players and slow down the threes. And don't send them to the free throw line. Especially when you have so little depth, regardless if it's not 10 players eligible, 7 or 6 at minimum. They even scored 97 on Texas Tech, but they allowed 91. So they do give up some points on defense. So, but Mississippi State, it was like 63 points, but Mississippi State's not that good. They even beat BYU, who was ranked at the time, in overtime, and they just don't defend well. So offensively, I would try to draw foul trouble on their best players if you can. They only played 7 players last game, so I would expect the same thing going to next game, but you never know. Make adjustments on the fly, especially. And I know it's going to be a challenge when you haven't played in a long time. But you got to find a way to slope this game down to the point that, look, there's no transition buckets allowed for Oklahoma. You got to turn Oklahoma over. Just don't commit turnovers yourselves, because Oklahoma will get out and run and get points. Luckily, they don't have the size like a Kansas State, which was their last opponent. At any position, Oklahoma's not even taller than Kansas State. They're way shorter, which is huge. So Quinn Ebo needs to step up in this game. And I tell you what, rebounding has to step up. You got to also... Nalissa needs to step up as well. She had a quiet game. 12 points, 7 rebounds. I'm not even sure she's going to even play, or any players in that matter. But you got to have more effort than that, than last game. I'm sorry. You play bad on both ends. And the guards need to step up and make perimeter shots, because teams are going to double Nalissa Smith. It's no secret. You got to make some threes. You got to have balance as well. You can't let one player coast you to a win all the time. It's not going to work. But it can work. But the thing is, you got to have some other player step up as well. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later.